Ethereum is pumping. When ETH pumps, the market pumps. Bitcoin is pumping. Everything is going well. Insane things are happening with Donald Trump. What's going on with the legislation, crypto week, everything. I'm going to explain a lot of things today and what's going to be really important. I'm going to show you a graph, right? That if a certain level is broken, and you're going to be seeing this graph here first, you will not see this anywhere else. Anywhere else are you going to see this thing. And when I show it to you guys, I just don't want to jinx it. So I'll be whispering a lot today. A lot of whispering is going to happen. All right, look. So if we look at Bitcoin at this present moment, we're seeing a absolute perfect test of that trend line that we've seen all the way back from here. And I drew it here, and it is almost just like, it's amazing. What did I just draw? Let's do that. No, it's on the other one as well. These two are the only places you can see it, right? It's almost an absolute perfect retest of that line. I also drew this line as well. I mean, like, look at that. You can't actually get to a point where the level is more perfect, right? Doesn't mean I bought it. It doesn't mean I bought it. My level was good, right? So actually, let me move this 1 second so you guys can see the level. Let me move this to the let me do that. Oh yeah, there we go. Cool, right? Is that better? No, you can't see the token then. How about that? Oh yeah. Cool. Right. So opinion random. I gave, man, by the way, right? I just don't want to even say this, right? Everyone in the pro group, everyone saw the portfolio of what I bought. Every single one of those are printing like you would not believe. Is that fair enough? Is that a fair enough understanding of what it is? And anyone who's on there can attest to that. Everyone can attest to that. Is that good enough? I don't know if that's good enough the way to say it. Render was on there. That's just so you can understand, right? So, you still can't see the numbers. 1 second. What do I? 1 second. Just that. Let's do that. Right. Let's do that. Look at that. That looks amazing. Anyway, whatever. Right. Cool. So it's hit this level perfectly, and what we're seeing right now. I've got a new chaffinch in my garden. Bro, the fat cat chat looks like profession. I'm just, you guys have no. I don't want to say it yet. I want to confirm it. And then I'm going to put it into the pro group, and in my whale group, they're going to hear it first. So that's all I'm going to say. Right? That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to get to all those questions, guys. Like, let me just go through the show and you guys can understand. This is more important. I promise you, you guys really need to understand what I'm drawing and what I'm doing here. Right now, and why this is super duper important and we're looking at right now, is that it's come back, tested the key zone, and we're sitting above a very, very important support level, right? Come back, tested that trend line, bounced off it aggressively. We had a bit of a pullback, which was a large whale apparently selling. I didn't even know that was the case, right? You're making me mad, bread, bruv. Awesome. Thank you, Lamar. Thank you. Don't worry. We'll meet up one day. When I need some people to get taken care of, I'll call you. Don't worry, brother. Right? So we're having this pullback, and it's going back into a really beautiful zone, right? Now, whether this is going to continue up or not, I'm going to be going through certain levels of understanding of where it is, right? I'll give everyone what the fat cat number on the tube. So if you guys are on the tube, you guys will understand. In fact, you know what? I'll do that now so people can understand. I kind of don't even want to give it. Should I not give it? I feel like I don't want to give it. Should I get? I'll give it. Whatever. I'll put it here. I'll put it there. There you go. That's the fat cat thing, right? So whether this is going to continue on or not, we have to have an understanding. We need to look at a few key indicators and key factors of what the market is doing, what we're looking like, and what that instrumental graph that we have that I'm going to be doing, and I'll show it to you guys. Hello, Stewie. Hello. All right. and how to do it as well. I'm going to show you also a technique on what coins I believe are the best way forward, what coins are going to be doing really interesting moves, how to judge what those moves are, and how to do it in that way, right? I'm going to be doing all of this kind of stuff, be estimating a whole bunch of things. And yes, a whale sold 1,800 Bitcoin. Yeah, I know. But if that is what a $2 billion sell does, right? If this is what a $2 billion sell does, right now, which is a 3.6% move. Oh boy, we are in for some moves going up, right? Now, key things to look at, absolutely key things to look at. I've drawn this thing for ages, and we're looking at this key area here. We've got to a point where we're almost at this downtrend, right? So a reaction from there is going to be extremely important. What is very key, and this is something that I want everyone to also understand, is that if we look at the MACD at this present moment, we've seen that the MACD has already broken its trend. It's already broken the bearish divergence. This is a break. And not only that, it's a break with expanding parameters between the two lines. This is bullish as hell, right? This is extremely bullish as hell. And this, if this breaks, right, with some of the other things I'm going to tell you, then 135,000 is in my opinion a given. The DXY is breaking out, and the possible retest of the downtrend isn't that a bit worrying? I'm gonna get to the DXY. I'm gonna explain all that kind of stuff, right? Yeah, I can show if you guys want to check. It's both in these ones. This is where you get the best thing, and I put all my chats into there, right? Now, this break of the downtrend here is giving me indication that there is a possibility here. That pullback, funny enough, came at the exact point of an oversold territory. We've got a couple of weeks here before we get to that point. A couple of weeks can do a lot of stuff in the markets and what's going on at this present moment. A lot of things can move in that way. Now, if we look at the SPX, right, the S&P 500 and what's going on those factors, right? We've had a bit of a pullback because of all the some of the news that happened with Donald Trump and what's happening with the Fed, what's going on there, uncertainty, certain levels of understanding. But more importantly, man, I mean, it's almost tapped that exact trend line that we saw. I still expect a further continuation up on this, especially when you see a wick like that. That recovery wick is extremely bullish, right? That is a super duper bullish move. And not only that, we are further having expansion in the MACD, and the RSI is coiling up. And more importantly, again, we're well, let's do it like that. We are breaking. It's already broken. And once this oscillator breaks through, this thing is going to expand up aggressively. That should show some real bullish momentum, not only in the markets, but also in what is going to be coming off, especially why is a whale selling? One whale sold off. One. It was a different situation, right? One whale sold off, and then it got bought up instantaneously. This further continuation up, especially as there are rumors of rate cuts coming in. I've talked about it many times before. I talked about 150 different times. I've told you. I think I'm kind of tired from saying I told you so, right? Now, where we are right now is that things are moving exponentially forward. If you want to look at where I think the rate cut and what possible things can happen with the rate cut, you should go and check out my video. There's a video about Donald Trump's talking about a 300-point rate cut, right? His tweet alongside with the rumors of Powell maybe retiring, those type of thing, that rate cut of that level, a 300 basis point, or as you said, 3 basis point, but a 300 basis point cut would do it. And the way I described it in my video, so you guys can understand, it's like a Formula One car going at full speed and you adding nitrous to it. Short term, the markets, I mean, you will not know how fast this thing will move if something on that level happens. If a 300 point basis cut happens, it will be on a level that you cannot fathom the type of move. And I'll explain to you what that move could potentially be. If we look at gold, this thing is going to expand up. I'll tell you this, right? I'll tell you this. If Donald Trump somehow gets a 300 basis point cut, I'm going to mark it here, right? Mark my words, gold will hit $7,000. I promise you, gold will hit $7,000 if we get a 300 basis point cut, right? Now, where are we right now? That is for something else. We'll look at that later on. Now, we'll get to the key important points, right? There are some certain things that I want. And by the way, I have to keep saying it because it was one of the most unpredictable level of unpredictable level of buy. I bought a huge amount at this level here, right? A huge amount of gold. And it was partly because I sold something and I had cash and I didn't want to put it into an asset because the market was a bit iffy. But I thought, like, no, gold's always a good investment. It holds against inflation. If this gets to 7,000, if there is a 300 basis point cut, right? If it gets to this level, that would possibly be one of the best investments I've ever done. The best investment I've ever done in my life. I put an enormous amount in there, right? Just so you guys can understand. I kind of had to give my what's it called? My financial advisor on call and going, so you're sure that this account is safe, right? And he was like, yeah, what are you talking? He goes, I don't know. I'm in crypto. I'm worried. Like, that's how I was, right? Literally huge amount of money I put in there. I'm telling you, I will be very, very happy when it gets there. Now, let's get to the really key factors to look at, right? We need to look at some really key graphs here. First things first, which one should I look at? Let's do USDT dominance. USDT dominance is doing a absolute perfect move right now. You see this box that I drew, right? That's the fair value gap. If you go a fair value gap on the lower scale, that's where I drew the fair value gap. I said that most probably it will come and tap that level. And when it taps that level, we want it to reject. A perfect rejection happened, and this is continuing on. This thing from here to here will show some massive moves in the cryptocurrency and in all types of assets. Again, don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. If you listen to me, you're an idiot, right? Just some people have, right? Whatever. But that move there is looking extremely bullish, in my opinion. Did you buy actual gold or CFD? I have actual gold and so look, there is a account, and I can't say it because I can't give that information to people. But there is an account where you can buy gold as a form of currency, and they pay you in ounces as a form of interest a year. That's how, and I have some, and there's a certain asset that's like that. That's what I bought, an enormous amount, right? So where was I? Yeah, so this is coming down. This is looking absolutely perfect. This looks like it's going to come and possibly test the 3.8 level. That 3.8 level is going to be extremely key. A break of that, right? I'm telling you this now. A break of that will mean, and this level is, this level has held multiple times, right? This could be the end of this pump. It really could be the end. I like to say it how it is. I don't like to go full moon boy. I'm telling you, this 3.8 level, I drew it. Look where I drew it. I drew it here. I think I drew it here after it bounced. This level here is going to be very strong levels of resistance. If it breaks, I might be doing these streams on the holiday. Either on the holiday, or it might be either on a holiday, or it might be on an airstream, a boat, I'm thinking 15 meters plus, roughly around that, some form of villa. If it does that, that's where you're going to be seeing me, just so you understand. Alvarez, I'm a little bit disappointed. Where is the tower and pendle on the list? What do you mean? It's there. I'm just talking about... No, Rafa. The list I gave you, right, is what I've just bought, not what I hold long term. Just so you understand that, right? Just so you get what I'm talking about. Those ones were bought at ridiculous levels. I'm talking about the list that I've created recently. Now, where was I? Yeah, so if this continues down there, down to here is going to be some really interesting, lovely movements in the market. But the break of that is going to be extremely key. It's super duper important. And if we go on to the weekly, we're seeing a nice little breakdown expansion on the MACD, a tap of that, and a further breakdown. We have a lot before it gets to that level there. Now, where are we? Okay, now Bitcoin dominance. I kind of don't want to say it. Is that I kind of don't want to say it. I really don't want to say it. Should I say it? I don't know if I should say it. Right? I don't know if I should say it. But uh but right? In my opinion, and this is my okay, whisper time, right? Because I have to whisper. This level here around the 83 ish, yeah, around the 83 level. 83 level, right? That there is going to show some resistance, right? It's going to show some resistance. What we need is to introduce a confirmed lower low. We need this to do something like that there. If we can, let me just put it here, just right there. If it can tap that and then break through here, I might do something silly. And then if we get this continuing on, break up, right? And then break this, especially this trend line, then I might do something silly on a plane. Right? I'm giving you levels of my wallet balance. If then we continue, where are we now? Then if we continue down to here, bounce, and then break through down to here, after this point, I'm going to be visiting you individually and showing you how to read graphs. All 158 of you. Because I will be buying TikTok. All right? Is that clear enough? Is that clear enough? Are we clear in my understanding of of where things could go? Now, this happening is still to be seen, right? It's still to be seen because the move from here to here is almost a confirmation that we will touch these lower levels. And the move from there is we're looking at 2017, 2020, 21 moves, right? We're looking at going to your children going, remember that point we bought that island in of Koksumui? Yeah, I can remind you that exact moment I was watching this weird dude in a room and he was talking about this incredible level that we were talking about, and then it broke it. It broke it, and I was like, island. I think island is a good investment. That's the investment that I saw. And Lamar, if that happens, right? If that happens, you're getting a tattoo of me on somewhere. Somewhere I can see. Actually, that's the wrong way to say it because you'd probably show it to me anyway. Somewhere where everyone on the street can see it. Again, that doesn't help. Somewhere on your arm. I think that's the best way to describe it, right? Somewhere on Lamar's arm will be a will be a tattoo of me, right? Good. This dude in the room. Oh, God. I never forget that guy. Look at this guy in a room. That was my favorite moment. It's possibly one of my favorite moments of my life. I was just like, bro is unhappy and he needs to say something. I'm okay. It's cool. You can say it, right? Now, long time followers. I know, Striker. You guys are absolutely incredible, man. Honestly, it means a lot that you support me. You guys are out of this world. It means a lot. Honestly, I'm glad that there's some level of happiness going on in the world right now. Now we have a lot to go, but a lot to go can be some absolutely crazy things that can happen. Now, I'm going to show you a few other things, right? A few other things before I start getting some coins and some other details that we need to look at. Now, there's one thing that's missing here. Where is that? Actually, let me get this here. Right, here we go. DXY, right? Now, the DXY is extremely important. I'm going to look at all your coins afterwards. Let me go through this and I tell you when Fartcoin hints. Well, I put a call on Fartcoin on the pro group and I called Sol like perfectly. Perfectly, I called Sol. I literally said it's crossing the point. Watch this thing pump, and it went gigasend as soon as I said it. As soon as I said it, I told you about Fartcoin. I think we're up like 20% on that trade. It's insane. Anyway, like whatever. Now here we get to the interesting part. All right, here we get to. By the way, look at that tap. Look at that. It's like I knew where it's going to go, right? Now we get to the interesting part. I'm going to show you guys this graph early this time so you guys can have an understanding of what I'm talking about. So you guys can really get it. Mr. Alvarez, I didn't get a notification. What did I miss? It's recorded. You guys can check it out and you can check everything here. You guys are awesome, incredible people, honestly. Man, I got onto a Bears live the other day. It was a dark it was a dark place. A lot of tumbleweeds. I didn't even get the hate when I came in. It was weird. I came in and it's just like, is everyone okay here? Is everyone cool? I feel like there's a loss in the family in this group. Anyway, whatever. Now, what happens here and what's really key, this rejection of this 98.921 area is super key, right? Will you take us on a cruise? What are you talking about? I'll buy the cruise ship, man. You guys can just go for free. Man, see, I love it when I'm right. Anyway, so what about the bill? What bill? Yeah, but the bill's gonna be passed. The bill's gonna be passed. Donald Trump's talked to all 11 senators and they're gonna be passed. I wonder what he gave them. Now, look, what I was gonna say here. Now, it's not time scale. You guys think about it the wrong way. Anyone that gives you a time scale is not telling you the right thing. It should be key levels. Key levels that it needs to get. He probably paid them in Bitcoin. He probably paid them in Bitcoin. It was like, I got enough to go around now, bro. Whatever, just take it. Here's a biddy. Here's a biddy. Just pass it. Not that he would do that. I'm not saying Donald Trump would ever do that. He's not that type of person. He's never a person that will benefit from anything he says. That's not who he is. It's got nothing to do with it. I do like the fact that it's called Trump Media, and Trump Media is launching a stable coin. That may have a small little effect on what on some of these bills passing. Maybe. Don't know. I don't understand. Possibility, right? What's it? Jan was desperately trying to short XRP live on stream, and he said, "Look, chat, the short is already printing it, and XRP was down for." Anyway, whatever. I have no sympathy for that guy. You know what I mean? Someone who comes out attacking when he's so wrong is unbelievable. I don't even know why anyone would go into his lives at the moment. Honestly, that guy was so full of himself and actually came out to be completely wrong. Anyway, look, whatever. I don't care about other streamers anymore. You know what I mean? So now I'm getting to the key point. These 3 charts I'm going to show you, right, should be on everyone's radar. After this is recorded, after this is understood, after you guys know what he's going, what's going to be happening, what I'm going to show you, I want to make sure that you guys can all understand what key levels to look for, right? Because if this happens, I'm telling you, if this happens, I mean, my streams are going to be like, so we're up again. And it will be literally every pullback you buy, every pullback. Because that's what I'll be doing. That's where I'm not the king of crypto. Please don't say that. I'm definitely not. That's not me at all. There's already a guy, and it's in his name, right? They call him the crypto king, and him, and I think I have a mental block, right? Are you only on TikTok? No. I mean, it's literally on. It's on the screen. It's here. Look that. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Right there. These two is where you see what I'm showing. Levels to look for longs on Bitcoin. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there, guys. Give me a jet. Do you want me to show you? You wearing my favorite shirt. Thank you so much. A friend of mine actually made this for me. Do you want me to show you what I'm gonna show you, or do you want me to show it? Should I not show it? I feel like you guys don't want to see what I'm gonna show you. This little piece of alpha that is gonna blow your mind, right? Do you want me to show that to you? I don't know if I should show that to you. Anyway, whatever. Yes, show it to us. Show it to us now. All right, now everything relies on these three things that are going on, right? The dollar needs to start falling. The number that we need to see, I mean, it didn't quite go the way I wanted to, but it's going to go down, right? The number we need to understand. You need to look for a key. I would say around the 95. Let's go middle, 95.5, right? We need the dollar to break this zone here. And the reason why that is because of the next graph I'm going to show you, right? What we're seeing right now, to see a full alt season, to see that full parabolic run, that crazy, everything does unbelievable amounts, and everyone buys their houses, and the next crypto conference is like Bugattiville, right? Is related to this graph. And I want everyone to understand this fact, right? This is super duper important. I drew this many, many weeks ago. You guys who were here, who watched it, who followed, who understood what's going on, saw that ETH Bitcoin graph was, we've had a bit of a pullback and a breakthrough of this key trend. This continuation up, right? This continuation up in relation to the dollar is going to be one of the most important things to watch. And I'm going to do it in front of you right now so you see how you put it on your graph. Most other people right now, would ask and put this behind a paywall, and I'm going to give it to you guys for free, right? Most people will not understand or know what I'm going to be showing you, but I'm going to show you this now, right? Currently, and I'll do it from scratch. Let's do it from scratch so you can understand, right? Do it from scratch. Right. Is this ETH? No. All right. What you do. ETH. All right. ETH. US dollar. All right. We go back. Averaged out to against Bitcoin. Divided by DXY. Enter. I need everyone to understand this graph. Unbelievably importantly, right? If that's even a word. This graph should be your life. This, let me bring this next to here. This and this should be all of your decisions should be understanding these two graphs, right? If this breaks this point, right? If this goes, the more this goes down to this point here, ETH divided by ETH Bitcoin divided by the dollar, right, is an increasing line. It's inversely related towards the two. The break of this level will indicate, where are we here? Is this the graph? Yeah. Will indicate what it can only describe is either a 2021 or 2017 move. I want everyone to understand this graph. I want everyone to really grasp what I am showing you right now. I want everyone to grasp this graph. The move of the dollar breaking this level here will indicate a move that we saw in this bull run, this alt run, and this alt run. These are the two alt seasons. You can see it. You can all see it here. These are the two moments that the dollar broke that graph, that line. It's a bit quiet in here. Is everyone just listening? Is everyone just listening right now? I just showed it to you how to do it, right? Just showed it to you how to do it. It's here. Just go on any of these. Just follow it. You're there. It's there. ETH, Bitcoin divided by it's finally coming, Alvarez. ETH, Bitcoin divided by the US dollar. This graph here, there's only been two other points where that has happened. And we have seen two of the biggest alt runs in crypto history. Now, it doesn't mean this is going to happen. Right? I just want everyone to understand. We could see a move like this, or we could see a move like that, or we could see, you know what I mean? But what we're seeing right now, this curve down in relation to the level that it found support. I just don't want to jinx it, right? I really don't want to jinx it. It's not clear. It's a bit blurry. Cannot see the names. What do you mean? What's blurry? Where's it blurry? It's ETH Bitcoin divided by DXY. I'm getting tingly inside. I'm in the supermarket. I just want everyone to understand what I'm showing you here. We are on the verge of what could be historic move. And if you relate this back to, and I'm going to show you some, oh man, I don't think there is a show like mine, right? I don't think there's a show like mine. And you guys are still not a part of the pro group. Like, I don't know what else to say. I just don't get it. There's 179 of you. And you just, anyway, whatever. You guys can just sit there, sleep all the time. In fact, you know what? I'll put it in here. Did it work? Oop. All right, let's get this here. All right. Let me send this into the group so people can understand. One second. I'm gonna show you something. So everyone, it's not me just like chillaxing right now, because I'm gonna do a bit of a chillax, right? Let me just do one chillax, one small chillax, right? Little shellac, and then you guys can let me. Is it here? Is it not here? Where's my shellac? I don't know where I put the shellac, and I'm gonna get back to something else. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna continue with the show. Yeah, here we go. Right. Anyone that wants to check it out, because I give this stuff for absolutely free, and everyone's like, no, why? But then why should I? Then why should I even bother, right? Let me paste this here. Let me just paste it there. If anyone wants to see some of this stuff early, you guys can understand, right? But I'm giving all this stuff free. You don't have to. It's not my thing. It just helps the traders that can someone hide Trump's keyboard, please? Yeah. It just helps the other guys in there. There's some real pro traders in that thing that are really doing a lot in this market. Now, if you guys has this been on the screen long enough for you to really understand what is going on? Let me move this out of the way. I'll move myself down here. Can you understand what is going on here? Do you understand? Do you understand how super important where we are right now is? We're on the verge of what looks like if the dollar plays ball. And to be honest, the reason why the dollar I think will play ball, I'm going to show you now, right? I'm going to show you now so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. Donald Trump did this tweet, right? And I did a video about it. You guys should watch it. It should explain to you everything that I need to understand, right? Donald Trump did this tweet where he said 3 points too high, the $360 billion, that's a load of bullcrap. That doesn't count in any way, right? But a 3-point move. A 3-point move of the interest rates would break that line for the dollar. That line there would break if this happens, right? And when we see crazy things like this coming out, right? These type of insanity type of letters, where it looks like Powell's about to retire and resign, and he brings in something on that level. Short term, we will see extreme nitrous oxide into the market. Long term, it will be terrible, though. I will let you guys know about this. It will be absolutely terrible for the market. Inflation will go to $5. It will go up 5%. It will go to crazy levels, right? But short term, it will well. What I would want, and if Donald Trump is listening, because I know he listens to these because he makes all of his life decisions from my lives, right? And you guys still don't want to watch this, right? You're talking scientific language, please, more clear. I don't know what you want me to say. I'm explaining it. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Am I speaking scientific language? Am I? I don't know. Okay. All right. Let me try and. All right. Okay. All right. I got it. All right. All right. Okay. All right. I got an idea. All right. Okay. So. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. This plus this means this down. Yeah? Is that clear? Does that make sense? I don't know. Did that make sense? Let me see if I can do that again. I want to see if I can do that again. All right. Okay. I just want to do it. All right. Okay. This. Wait, if you can't see my screen, I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what you want from me. I mean, like, you need to check these two out, but I don't know what you want from me. But did the guys here understand? I wish I could just listen first. Thank you so much. Do you guys understand what on everyone here? Did you guys understand? Do you understand that this plus this means this bad? I mean, this good. Bad means good. Okay, cool. All right, good. Just making sure. All right, just trying to cross the T's. I want everyone to understand. Now, yes. Hey, hey, hey. I want everyone to understand. Honestly, never been told I'm doing scientific language, but that's all cool. I'm happy with that. I like being scientific nigged. Right now, few more things. Right? Where do I purchase Fat Cat? All right, if you guys want to understand that, I'll show you this. Custom. There you go. It's number C. If you go, oh, that disappeared. That was fun. Let me try and move that other way. Here, if you go here, you'll be able to see the CA. Right now, a few more cool things. Because when I do a show, I do a show, bruv, right? I do a show, bruv. I like to bring confluences. I'm a confluencing man. I'm a confluencing man, all right? It's all about my confluences. Now, What is this? So everyone can understand what this is, right? Uh, this is what you would call funding rates. And to understand funding rates, it's how would I describe funding rates without sounding scientific? Uh, and you know what, Dennis? It's what a day, and retail has no idea what's happening. None. No retail is in the market still. It's only like semi-retail. We haven't even got to retail yet, right? So, everybody, if anyone wants to see what's going on, you can check it out in these ones. The one in the middle is the best. And follow. You know what I mean? You guys can like press a follow. Press a follow. Follow my alt account for bejesus sake, right? It's all about bejesus. All right? Just follow it, right? So, what this is funding rate. And what a funding rate is that it's the amount of leverage, it's the amount of funding, the amount of money that they will add and how long they will hold a leverage trade when a market is moving. So here, what we see is that when the market is moving in aggressive fashion like this, leverage traders are willing to fund more and more and more, hold a long position longer and longer and longer. And what this usually indicates is that when something on that level happens, right? Hit like Alvarez needs likes. Thank you so much. Yeah, come on. Actually, you know what? Bring me to 50,000 at least. Come on. You guys are just like sitting there going, you know what? I'm gonna just take. I'll take. I'm in a taking mood today. But whatever. It's all cool. If you guys don't want to understand. I need love in my life too. That will come after Bitcoin hits. Where Bitcoin hits 135,000 and the dollar breaks that level. Uh, Christopher, I think love will be finding you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. And especially the amount of finger work you're doing on the likes of my TikTok, they'll find you and keep you. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Find you and keep you. Where was I? Right. Jeez. Right. If sorry. Whatever. All right. So one sec. Let me turn the fan on. Let's have a bit of a fan break. All right, there we go. All right. You think there's a pullback? Look, we could have a pullback. I'm going to explain to you where the pullbacks could happen, right? But now, look, where we're right now is that with the funding rate, as I explained, this shows how much a trader, a leverage trader, is willing to put down extra money, hold how the leverage trades longer, even when you get wow. Okay, we're cool. I don't know what happened, but we're cool. All right, we're cool. All right, so it shows how long they will hold it for a longer period of time. Even when there are pullbacks, they're willing to add. They're willing to add to their leverage positions to be able to keep that trade on because they believe that this thing's gonna go forward. Usually, when you get to funding rates at these maximum levels here, then you know that we're kind of getting to a point where we've topped, right? We're at this point where we will have most probably a pullback or it's the end of the run. But we're nowhere near there. We're nowhere near. We're not even near the point where we had that first pump. We're nowhere near that yet. Not even close. Look, you look at these key points when you see the yen carry trade and you see leverage traders fully leveraging. Oh wow, my God, get the crap out of me. Fully leveraging out and pushing out or into higher levels. We're not even there yet. Once it starts getting into these cable, look, you see this ramp up, and we're at the beginning. We're at the key stage of this moving, right? This is at the key stage that can move in. What's this? I am the king, and if you don't believe me, ask Jesus. Marcus, I don't know if you wanted for that to sound. I don't know if you wanted that to sound that way, right? But it came out perfectly. Thank you for your concern, but don't feel sorry for me. I'm doing well on the girls' side. I can tell, Christopher. I can tell. I can tell. I do like the girls as well. So multiple at the same time. You dog. Yeah, so this is looking very beneficial and is looking well in that on that side. Now, one more thing, and I want everyone to also understand this, right? This is also really, really key. This is a super duper key aspect to look at. Does anyone have an understanding of what this graph shows? It gives you a bit of a clue here, like Bitcoin season range and alt season range. We are nowhere near there yet. To this graph, according to the Into Cryptoverse, I have a buddy who pays for this. I don't want to pay for it, whatever, it's too much. But he pays for this kind of stuff, so I taking this graph from him. Once we get to a point, right, where this starts getting around here, then we're in full alt season. And if we connect this chart to this chart, you can kind of understand why I'm getting slightly tingly feeling. Why tingly is the feeling I'm getting right now. Why I need to cool myself down further from the point of where this little fan is cooling me down. We are at insanely interesting moments right now. Now, I've blown a lot of bullish positive vibes right now, right? But all of this doesn't mean it's going to happen. We could see a little bump up here, a bit more of a bump, more of a breakout to possibly a certain resistance zone here, right? We could see the DXY come down here and bounce like it's bounced many times before. I do want to tell this to you. It has bounced many times before, but I will say this, right? I will say this, and I want everyone to understand. Why is Bonk and Floki made so much? Because they're doing buybacks, that's why. Yes, the girls like my fast fingers, thanks to all the likes and look, Christopher, I don't know how old you are, but you need to warm up. You can't just go full speed straight away. That's how you look. Fast fingers, all right, are for short term. But if you want marriage, you need to warm you, you need to ease yourself in and warm up. You know what I mean? Like it's a journey, not it's like the process of getting there is where the fun is, not not how fast you get there, all right? The process. It's talking to a man who's married to a very beautiful girl, right? Like my wife is super hot stuff, right? It's just so you know. Understand that. You got one side, which is crypto, which I have, right? Now the other side. Just learn. It takes time. You need to understand. Believe me, I know I'm 45 years old. Damn right. Virtual high five. Virtual high five. I'm cool. Right. All right. Cool. So back to what were we talking about? Wait. What is this about? I feel like I'm having a moment with Christopher right now. Anyway, whatever. So once you're there, it's not that fun. No, but it's the process. The process is the fun. Getting there is good. Getting there is good. When you're tired, you get there quickly. But you know, it's the journey. You know what I mean? Anyway, whatever. If you don't know that, come on, man. Come on. Anyway, what was I talking about? What was I talking about? Yeah, so like there's that thing. I mean, look, and this thing has bounced many times before. But I will say something, right? I will say this. So are we in bull run still, or still we see highs in December? We could be at the verge of something huge right now. Crypto and girls are talking about. Yeah, that's true. Make the chemistry, and you don't even need the fingers. Ah, bro, you always need the fingers, man. What you talking about? One way or another. One way or another. Anyway, where was I? What are we talking right now? Now, there's one thing I will say this though. This is really important in trading analysis, right? In movements that we see right now, there are there are there are certain rules that you need to play by. And those, Alvarez, I have something I want to show you. I'm good. I, I'm good, right? Artemis, I'm good. I've had other people say that to me, right? And it's never turned out well. So I'm good. Whatever you have, I'm sure it's impressive. I'm sure people go wow, but I'm good. All right, it's cool. I hope I made you. I hope I made you proud to subscribe. Thanks for the great content. Thank you so much, Anthony. It means a lot. it means it means a lot. Right now, I'm gonna teach you something. Right, I'm gonna teach you something. Apart from, I mean, I told Christopher he'd be married next week. Just so you know. When you look at chart analysis, there are things that show importance and what is greater importance and what holds a greater significance and levels of support and resistance, right? What I will say is this. Horizontals are greater than diagonals, right? So a horizontal support will hold a greater value than horizontal support, right? There are other ones as well. Horizontal support with high volume hold greater support ever still. Now, what we're seeing right now in a DXY, and so you guys can really understand why it's really important. Christopher, just yeah, dog. Anyway, whatever. Your dog. Oh wow. Anyway, well done to you. Anyway, so what that means here, if we, no, God, let me just draw this again. Let me draw this very quickly. Right, I'll draw it here. Horizontal, big volume is greater. Horizontal is greater than diagonals, right? So right now we have a diagonal that shows strength. That shows that it has found strength on this diagonal many times before. But what you'll find usually is that point where this comes, it's usually an area that also holds a significant horizontal level with high volume. And you can see that here. You see this level of support, diagonal support. I have everything except a lot of money, but soon I'll be there. It sounds like, oh, you'll get that, man. Don't worry, Christopher. Honestly, as long as you have a group like ours and everything else, we're all there. It'd be just fun. Money isn't everything. Trust me. Believe me. Trust me. Honesty, and that's the one thing I'll tell everyone. It's not always good to chase money because sometimes when you get there, you realize, damn, like that's not the most important thing in this world. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So this horizontal line that you see here, you see that it perfectly matches with that zone there on the diagonal. That is a high confluence area. That's where you would see it. Now, if we look at this level here, and let's draw it, and let's see if there is, and do we have levels of high support? Not really. Not really. So the chance of this breaking, even if we not really, I mean, I can't really, not really. It's got weak support at best. And that weak support at best, right, 1 second, let me just, why are you doing that? Stop it. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, it's got. Let's go back to that. It's got weak support at best. So the chance of this breaking through, if it's down to the understanding of what's more important, the chance of that breaking through and finding support here, because that is a key level of support going through, is relatively high. And that to me, with certain other factors and macro conditions and certain other graphs and certain other aspects that are going through, TikTok, you're gonna give me a heart attack, man. You're genuinely gonna give me a heart attack. You're gonna give me a heart attack. Stop. Stop. Stop it. Christopher, I know you're a legend, man. I'm messing around. You guys are awesome, right? This is huge. And that plays a huge part in all of this. So that's a little bit of news. So watch this, watch what I said, watch what's going to talk about alt season Pongi. I think, I wonder, are you, how can I say, I'm assuming you're some sort of boss of something, right? I really do think that you're some sort of boss of something, because the way you speak is like, do that, play here, dance, monkey, dance. It's amazing, right? So, let's see, clean that. I'm almost certain you said clean that several times to someone. I said clean it now. Where is that? Right. So that's that situation. Now let's look at a few things. Right. Let's look at a few coins here before we get to interesting levels. And I'm going to show you something that you guys should all be doing. We have the same kind of humor, so it's really fun. No, it's whatever. I'm just sarcastic. My wife absolutely hates it. So I'm providing all this goodness. I'm providing all of this natural amazingness to you guys, and when I go back, I have to not be that. But she's amazing, whatever. So now, where are we right now? Technically, on ETH, we've completely smashed through the bearish divergence. We're seeing an expanding MACD. All of this is looking absolutely insane. We're looking to. I would be not surprised if this thing does not hit all time like there. We will see some resistance at that point there. That is looking absolutely amazing. And what I will say now, and this is what's really key, and I want everyone to really, really understand, right? You really want to understand this right now. You need to judge everything in relation to Ethereum. So you need to start going through your list and looking at coins and going, all right, this in relation to Ethereum is, and I'll give you one. Guys, give me a coin. Give me a coin and I'll do it live so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. And this is what you guys should all be doing. And look at your portfolio in that way. Your wife always says good things about you. That's very kind. I don't know what that means. I don't know who you are. But that is not true. No, I'm joking. She's amazing. My wife is absolutely incredible. One of the most amazing people you ever meet in your life. Genuinely. Like, absolutely amazing. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. No, man, I can't look at Myra. It needs to be a subscriber. Who's a sub? Oh, no, it has to be Casper. I'm sorry. It has to be Casper. When Jesus talks, I listen. Right? Let's look at Casper. Where's my Casper? Do I have Casper here? Why don't I have Casper here? All right, let's add Casper. Kies. Where's Kies? Mexi. Yeah, why not? Let's add Mexi. Should we add? Oh, we have it. Oh, we already have it. Where's my Cas? Oh, here we go. Right. Okay, cool. Look, for example, Cas, right? We see Cas here. It's doing a beautiful move. I've been holding this thing for what seems like forever, right? But this is how you do it. Find Cas, right? You do Cas / Ethereum, right? ETH USDT. There we go. Ethereum. Cas ain't great, but it's sideways, right? This is better than others. This with Cass, to me, looks like there is a change of trend here. This looks like sideways movement wholeheartedly. If it bounces from there and that is a constant move up from there, then that to me shows relative strength. And actually, in fact, this isn't relative strength. This is just a sideways movement. This is a full range. Let's pick another one. Let's look at hype, for example. Hyper, right? Hype is doing some insanity things, right? And you know why this would have been a really good buy? Because if you do this again, hype / Ethereum, right? Ethereum dollar. What does it come up? That's unbelievably strong. What this means and what this creates and what this says to everyone, right, is that it has extreme relative strength towards Ethereum. So when Ethereum is really pumping, this is going to pump even harder. This is the point of what this is. It's having a bit of a pullback, which means that it's already shown a great move. So it's having a bit of a rest in relation to Ethereum. So you have to start looking around. Just think of another one. I don't know. Let's pick one. Let's pick Arrow, for example. Arrow. What is Arrow doing? Arrow. That's not the number. There we go. Arrow / BTC. BTC US dollar. Yep, there we go. Great. Look, that's a great sign. That's a change of trend. Look, if we relate it to I mean, that's it's not still on the weekly. Let's go on the daily. Right? That there is a full break of trend, and not only that, it's an SR flip. Look, check this out. Check this out. Right? Full blown SR flip. This means now that in relation to Ethereum, Arrow has a positive relative strength towards Ethereum. So when Ethereum moves, this is going to have a stronger move. Do that with all of your coins that you're looking at. And the ones that you see that are not having that strength, look for whether there is a point in which it gets to. For example, right? For example, here, the moment it passes this, for me, it would be like, okay, Arrow is a potential purchasing point here because it's very strong against Ethereum. It's just how it works. It's the way it moves. It's the way it's going forward, and that is the ultimate factor of what you need to look for now. And just so you guys understand, right? And there's proof to this, so everyone who's in the pro group can understand. I called Solana so perfectly. I can't. I called it. I literally looked at it. I was like, ooh, okay, let me just put this in there. And it absolutely flew. I also called Fartcoin perfectly as well. It's just the way it is. There's information, news, and a whole bunch of stuff that's going on there. Now, let's get to some other interesting stuff. I want everyone to really understand something, right? And I'm going to give you guys something after this live. And I really want everyone to be clear about this. You all are going to want to watch the video after this live. Because something happened yesterday. And there is a project. No. I don't mean Arrow BTC. No, you go Arrow Ethereum. Ethereum is what's going on, right? Did you open a trade on Sol? Yeah, of course. Yeah. Sometimes I can't do it, but if I say it's about to pop, that's me putting on a trade. You should take those things. Because I'm in meetings and things. I literally was in a meeting and I looked. I was like, whoa, and I put that in there. And you guys should have. Sometimes this again. Anyway, whatever. Something happened, as I said yesterday, and it's a project that is launching. Just watch the video. That's all I'm gonna say. Just watch the video. That's all I'm gonna say to you. And all I'm gonna say to everyone else right now. I'm not gonna say the phone call I had about Fat Cat, right? The phone call I had about Fat Cat. Look, I'm not a person that gets flustered, right? I've talked with some insane people in my time. But the conversation I had, and if you watch some of my videos carefully, you will get it. You will get. I gave a hint, right? But it's not 100% yet, right? And I don't like to say things. I don't like to say things until I know for sure, right? It was a very productive phone call. Very productive phone call. And if we if we can get this done, right? The certain things I'm going to done. Forget Ton. That's all I'm going to say. Forget them. I don't think I would ever want to give this to them in any way whatsoever. Oh boy, right? That's that. Secondly, secondly. Oh, I don't know if he would be happy with me saying this though. Okay, I'm gonna. I won't say who it is because what I'll do is the next live, if we can get everything sorted out and settled, and he's on board doing this thing, there's a person that anyone who's been in a token and anyone who's done raiding has experienced this person, this guy. And this guy, how can I say, is very famous in the field. I'll also say this. We have talked to this person multiple times. We have been in I'm sure because I don't anyway, we've talked to this person many times. And it's when something has happened, we were able to go there and talk to them. He is most probably, I'm saying most probably, it's happening, coming on board to represent us in some of the biggest spaces in the industry, and on top of that, on the main show. That's the best cryptic way I can describe it. That alongside alongside this other thing. Let's just say this, right? I thought everything was going to go this way and it was going to be like, wow. Now I'm like, wow doesn't really cut it. Is that fair? Is that a fair way to describe it? Is that a fair way to say it? No, no, it's not Sailor. I wish Sailor was buying it. Jesus Christ. I'll buy 1,000,000. I'll buy a small amount. No, it's not Sailor. I wish it was Sailor, but it's not JD Vance. I hate JD Vance. Shut up, JD Vance. Although if you're buying, it's up to you. You know, like I'm not saying anything. I can be your friend if you buy some fat cat. That's how we roll. It's the Donald Trump way of doing business. It's out of the deal. I read his book, and it's not Raoul Powell. All right, just don't be. We've not been on Alex Becker's show, right? We've not been there. Just think, think, think. It's Calvin. It is Calvin. Yay! No, we've never been on Calvin's show. It's a show that a lot of projects do something to try and get on. That's what I'm gonna say. When I present when this thing comes on and everything is being written and adjusted in that way, I will present it to you guys, and you guys will be able to go and attend this space where there's usually 1,500 people to 2,000 people on there, and he will be talking on behalf of Fat Cat and talking about what we're doing and why those VC investors should be coming on board. I think I can say that. That's what I think I can say. And on top of that, when we get off here, I'm going to be announcing something else that I can't say here, unfortunately, because TikTok is frowns upon those type of things. But when we get off, that thing that I was talking about last time, where something will be revealed on the bullish, revealed on the YouTube, the tube, right, is back on again today. So underneath the once this is recorded and put on there, on the comments, right? On the comments, you'll be seeing who the winner of that is, and though those people that round tripped what they did, they bought and sold, will not be counted into this. And there were certain criteria on the X post, which I hope all of you guys follow, because all the details were there. Are you going to be able to burn the big wall when it's... Yeah, look, I don't... You guys need to understand something, right? I would hope that 8 months going through a whole world of stuff, right? What... Over the counter, just watch the video after I get off the stream. I've told everyone to desperately watch that video, right? That's all I'm going to say. I've told everyone, and I want everyone to really understand something. I hope that going through, I hope that going through 8 months of doing and going through the ups, the downs, the lefts, the rights, and constantly working throughout the whole thing, and everyone knowing the wallets, knowing everything, should understand that my what I'm doing with this is got nothing to do with me, and it's to do with everyone that's part of my community, part of the people that are here, part of the people that are supporting me. That is it. And if anyone questions that, is a reason why it annoys me. It annoys me because people instantaneously think one way. And I've said from the beginning why I'm doing it. I've said from the beginning what I will be putting into this thing. And I've said from the beginning that it's yours, not mine. That's it. There's a reason why I'm giving away all this stuff. I mean, like, do you understand? There's a reason why I'm at permanent loss, so you guys can understand that. That's just the reason why it is. And this is the thing that people really don't really get sometimes when I talk about it, and they just think, oh, he's doing this or he's doing that, and they bunch me up with all these other things. 8 months, guys. We're talking about 8 months here. We're not talking about a 1 weeker or a 1 monther. 8 months. All the people that I've been supporting, working, doing all that kind of stuff. That's it. I missed something. Somebody running their mouth. Everyone is. Everyone is. Everyone underneath the sun has called me some form of scammer or said I'm doing something. Everyone has said that about me. And it is the most unbelievable thing. And I think it comes to a point where I think it's got, and you know, the little bits of things that I have on the side, and I do this is literally to pay for the things that they're doing, not me. That's it. Oh, by the way, everyone, right? Everyone follow Crypto Kia, right? This guy is a legend. If you want to see some good runners and good projects and understand what those little those ones that could potentially move, make sure you follow him. He's a legend, genuinely a legend. That's it. Cool. I ain't the GOAT, man. He is. Honestly, he's a legend. I've made some really, really good some gains from what he's called. Who's a legend? Crypto Kia, like this guy here. Make sure you follow him. He's a hardcore legend. Where's the video? I'm live. I'm live. What do you want from me? I said after my live. After my live, I'm going to be dropping a video. Patience. Jesus. I love the level of people that are listening. Where's the video? Where's the video, bruv? I'm here for the video and video only. All right. Other than that, I don't care about you. What was that stupid thing you said? Give me the video. All right, guys. All right, look. To your TikTok lot, I'm gonna get off now because apparently I need to give to this video that everyone wants to see. Right? Whatever. But it's just yeah, it's really cool. Like, so what I'll just give you a bit of a update on what the video is going to be. It is a recording of a X space, right? An X space. Lamar, you're thinking too low. It's a recording of an X space of someone that has never talked on an X space before. Just so you understand. Putting your screen on the bottom left is much better. You can see the charts now. Yeah, I'll be doing that. I sometimes don't forget, right? So you guys understand. Watch that. The project that's coming is absolutely insane, and we can go from there. Also, one last thing, right? So everyone can understand. Bello Baba, right? And I'm going to show this on my on here, so for everyone to understand. Bello Baba, all right? If you guys want to, if you want the ticker, it's the number C. Few things, right? A few things that you guys need to understand, and this is all to help all of you, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. In the descriptions on the tube, right? You will see that didn't work. 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 Why is that not working? There we go. There we go. Right. On the underneath the description, you will see a group called Learn by Alvarez, right? And you get all these cool things. You get calls, you get trenching. By the way, you guys should definitely check this. The guy who does the trenching on this is a real pro, like real pro. Some of the stuff he's done is 4x, 5x, 6x. He is a real pro. You have to join this channel. He's incredible. Like, he's one of a kind type of person that you don't get access to. He's a cool dude, right? Really awesome dude. You get all this kind of stuff. But if you come to the useful links, right? If you come to useful links, people have been receiving this. And this is to a pre-sale that you can only do if you sign up here, utilize this code, and sign into this. That's it. At the same time, say will definitely go up. Say will definitely go up. At the same time, if you go on there, you see other cool things. For example, if you sign up to the MEXC here, this I've purposely stated with them, right, that I don't want anything. Just give the lowest fees. You will not get lower fees than if you sign up from this. You will not. Simple as that. I've purposely given up so everyone that signs up from that gets better understanding, right? Better rates, better things on that side. At the same time, if you want a Tangent wallet, 10% off. If you want TradingView, $25 off. I think this gives me $5 or something, but I'll give it back to you, guys. I can't do it any other way. $25 off this, you can do that. That's including the when they have special deals on. If you want, there's a special, I can't even say the word, but where you drop something from the air. What is that called? You know when you drop something from the air. What is that word called? It's when there's something in the air that drops. No, Lamar. No, not that. I do like I really do like how your brain goes then. No, not that. Okay, right. Not that. That's the one. Gus, you got it right. That's it, right? If you do that and go here and you see on the screen, you get this. You claim this. Just if going through this. If you go that and then do this, you get. I can't say the word on TikTok, but you understand. You understand what I'm talking about. Yes, user 362. That's what you get. If you go to there, click on this, and then you get this thing where it literally gives you nothing. I can't tell you. It doesn't. Lamar, man, you cracked me up so much. You cracked me up so much. That was so funny. But yeah, if you go through there, you can do this. Just read through all this stuff. They're all there. It's all for your benefit. That's it. Yes, you can. You can use it on the desktop. I use it on the desktop. If you have a non iOS, you can also use it on your thing. That's why. Mini alt season ETH to 4K topped already. Then big drop. Cool. Oh, that's the coping guy. That's the coping guy, right? Hey, look, it could be. That's definitely the case, right? Now, the reason why I'm talking about Bella Baba so much, right, is that I think there's only a week left. Yeah, a week left. Week left. Yeah, until Friday, next Friday, right? This gives you an ability to utilize blockchain coins. I think I can say that. Blockchain coins into this. You can fund this through blockchain coins, and they're coming out with a non KYC version of it. Not only that, this gives you the ability to open up a account in the jurisdiction of any country. I think there's 40 countries that are allowed to do it, right? This includes Switzerland, it includes Dubai, and you are bound by the rules of that country's account. Not only that, they're about to launch the GAN token, which gives you the ability to stake it. I've shown it on the thing. It's on the Learn By. If you go to the YouTube, you go down to the bottom into the descriptions and go to the Learn By Alvarez. Not only that, the GAN token is coming out, right? This is a private bank, by the way. So you guys understand what we're talking about here. Not only that, they allowed me to say this now. Crypto Banter is going to be promoting this coin and this platform. I'm one of the only, and I think the only person, due to the connections that I have, that can get you this. Are you entertained? Are you guys entertained? Is that entertaining enough? I don't know if that's entertaining enough. You know what I mean? Can I give you guys more stuff without asking for anything back? Just a few likes, follow my YouTube, and everything else. What more guys want? Would you want? And the thing I'm gonna drop after this, right? The thing I'm gonna drop after this is gonna make you go, "What is going on? What is going on?" All right, that's it. All right, guys, look. I need to get going. Right? Are you not entertained? Listen. All right. Pay attention. Are you paying attention? Did you hear the squeaky chair? Mic fell. That was less impactful than I thought it would be. I like how everything failed. Everything failed. Cool. So, yeah. Look, I'm sure the Bella Baba. I can talk. We can adjust that. Don't worry about it. That don't worry about. You are hilarious. Just say you saw it. That fell. That happened, and that anyway. Whatever. What was I saying? yeah, so look, I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys on TikTok. You guys are amazing, absolutely incredible. People on here, I'm gonna talk to you about something else as well, and I will catch you guys. Make sure you follow my alt account. Just I need like 100 more, 100 people. There's 117, 100. That's all I need. One wafer thin 100 people, and then I'm happy. Good, fantastic, right? And everything else, and check out all that kind of stuff. And I'll catch you guys later. You guys have been amazing, incredible. And TikTok, I'll see you guys in a second. See you guys tomorrow. Right, to all you important people now that are not TikTok people. Maybe you are TikTok people. Anyway, whatever. I love you guys. Whatever, it's cool. What's the minimum for available? I'll have a chat with them. By the way, the guy that emailed you, right, is the managing director of the bank. Just so you understand who's emailing you, right? Did you? I was able to go live on my backup before 1K followers. Yeah, it doesn't allow me to for some reason. Just so you guys understand, that guy emailing you is the founder of this bank. Because I was like, he was like, oh, I can email them. I was like, no, because I need the founder to, I need someone of such high level that they could Google you and find out who you are because no one is telling you that, right? I find you on TikTok. Thank you so much, Dennis. I appreciate it, right? But that in fact, at the same time, let me upload this video. That at the same time is there. Now, the winner of the $300 of Fat Cat is going to be announced at the bottom of this live afterwards when it loads up. I'll put it there. I'll put the last like 6 or 7 digits of the wallet there. Once it is done, you need to contact me through the Learn by Alvarez. You'll see me there, and I will need proof, obviously, of all that kind of thing, and then I will airdrop it to you guys on that side. Now, another thing, anyone here, that same deal is up until tomorrow, up until the time of at the end of until 9 o'clock. Another thing, $300 for anyone that buys $100 and holds $100. Part of the deal is that you need to follow and be a part of the Learn by Alvarez group and Fat Cat, and you need to follow the Fat Cat X. That is a must. If those 3 are not done and you are the winner, I will have to find someone else who's done that, and it will be rearranged and changed accordingly. Just want everyone to understand that. Okay, guys, love, affection. I hope that was a great show. I hope you guys learned something. I hope I showed you some alpha that I'm sure a lot of other people will be showing it soon. And I'll catch you guys gracefully later. All right, take care, peace, love.